Who wants bendy iPhones? Because yes, they're coming, guys. We have information on the iPhone Flip, right from a multitude of colors coming to the lineup, maybe a possible release date, and an affordable price tag. Yes, I know that Apple and affordable usually don't gel together, but in this case, it could. I know, kinda mind-blowing. Anyways, let's delve into this and make sure to like and subscribe. Click that notification for the latest Apple news and rumors. And with that being said, let's just tuck in. So obviously I've delved into this in the past. You can check out the previous videos in the iCard above. But essentially, Apple seems to be working on two styles of foldables. One could be a Galaxy Fold or Surface Duo kind of foldable where you have literally an iPad that you fold up. And then of course the other could be something like the Galaxy Z Flip, where you have a normal sized iPhone that of course flips. And to my surprise, the new information from John Prosser is that Apple shifted their focus to the latter of those foldables. So something like the Galaxy Z Flip, that could be the first foldable from Apple. Now we have no idea as to why Apple has seemingly scrapped the Galaxy Fold style device. If I were to guess, I'm thinking maybe because it could cannibalize the iPad. Because here's the thing about Timothy, he's not a big fan of the two-in-one style. He doesn't want one lineup mixing in with the other. That's why we have limitations on the iPad, even though they are just as powerful as the Mac, because, well, Timothy wants you to collect them all, just like Pokemon cards. He wants you to buy everything from the lineup because that's how you create an ecosystem and that's how you lock people in. And so imagine having an iPhone that could also be your iPad. That would destroy the iPad's market, it would make it redundant. And so yeah, I can see from a logistical point of view as to why Apple's gone for the clamshell style instead. Although that does break my heart because I feel like Apple could have actually changed the game with a Galaxy Fold style device, because single-handedly the issue with the Galaxy Fold and a lot of other tablet-like foldables is the software. The Android software is just not great on a tablet format, and so Apple would have the upper hand in this case because they have iPadOS, and so they could literally give us iPadOS on the inside, and then of course on the outer smaller display they can stick to regular old iOS. Of course, as the tech improves, maybe Apple will resurrect the Galaxy Fold style device in the future, but for the time being the focus, at least from what we know, seems to be on the iPhone Flip. Now I'll be honest, initially I wasn't really excited for this because I feel like this foldable doesn't really give you any value as such. But then I thought of something. I think this could be the perfect replacement for the Mini. So a little side story, but the 12 Mini is flopping, okay? Nobody wants to buy the Mini. Apparently it's only accounted for 5% of total iPhone sales, which is pretty bad. And so clearly there doesn't seem to be much of an interest for the Mini form factor. But you see, it's not because people don't like a small phone. I think all of us would appreciate having a more compact phone, but it's the disadvantages you get with the 12 Mini that puts people off. For example, one-handed use is a very nice thing to have, but when you do occasionally watch videos, watching videos on a 5.4-inch display is a nightmare, okay? I have an old iPhone SE lying around, roughly the same size as the 12 Mini, and I can tell you, imagining a 5.4-inch display to watch YouTube and Netflix on, it just sounds terrible. Also, another thing about this size, the battery life is also horrific because the battery itself is incredibly tiny, and so of course, putting those factors together, you can start to see why people don't want the 12 Mini. But I feel like the iPhone Flip could bring the advantages of the iPhone 12 Mini to, of course, a normal sized phone. For example, it's bendy. You know, you can't bend your iPhone 12, but you can, of course, bend the Galaxy Z Flip and the iPhone Flip. And that's great because, of course, a more compact size means they'll fit in more pockets and it'll be much less of a hassle to carry around. And so you get the advantages of a small phone, but you don't have to, of course, have the limitations of that size too. So you get a normal display. I'm assuming the iPhone Flip will have a 6.1-inch display like the iPhone 12. And of course, the battery life will be very similar to this phone too. So yeah, you're getting the flagship experience, but without, of course, the unwieldy and hefty nature of today's normal size smartphones. Also, you might remember the Galaxy Z Flip has a puny front screen. Now, I don't like how small the front screen is, but of course Apple could make this bigger and give us an iPod Nano style device on the front where you can do quick and simple tasks. I can see that being really, really convenient, and so yeah, I am very much on board for this future iPhone Flip. Now, where will this iPhone Flip fit in the lineup? Because obviously Apple can't just drop this randomly for an astronomically high price. If they want this foldable genre to take off, they've got to appeal to the masses, and that's pretty much what John has told us in his latest report. So, he didn't explicitly mention this, but he did say the iPhone Flip will have a range of fun colors, and of course you might know the budget iPhone or the regular iPhone has had a bunch of fun colors for many years now. In fact, a lot of Apple's products for the masses come in a variety of fun colors. The MacBook Air has a gold, which is exclusive to that range only. The Air has a bunch of fun colors. We know about the iPhone, and so of course giving the iPhone Flip a range of fun colors too could signify that Apple is going for a more affordable price tag with this new foldable. Now, the Galaxy Z Flip was around $1,300 when it debuted, and so I think it's plausible the iPhone Flip could be $1,000 or even less. And this makes total sense because I don't think Apple can get away with a $2,000 price tag on the iPhone Flip when opened up it's essentially just a regular iPhone. Also, I'm assuming that once Apple gets the iPhone Flip out to the market, the foldable glass will be less expensive to manufacture, and so of course that means Apple can keep the high margins and of course charge us a not so bad price. Actually, let's touch on release date because I have some pretty disappointing news regarding that. So, of course, in previous videos on the foldable iPhone, I've told you guys that we could see it as soon as 2022, but John says the iPhone is just not that far in development, and so that means that this will be something for the foreseeable future, maybe something in 2024 or 2025. Now, this is kinda disappointing, people. I am heartbroken once again because I know that Apple is late to trends. They take their time, they let the tech mature, but Samsung has already made so many advancements in the foldable arena in the last year, and so by the time Apple eventually gets around to releasing the iPhone Flip, I'm pretty sure that Samsung will have their Galaxy Z Flip 4 with quadruple folding screens. I don't know, something crazy, but it's going to be way ahead of the iPhone, and so I'm not too sure about this releasing this late into, of course, this next decade. Now, yes, I know that, of course, Apple will undoubtedly have their own spin on this clamshell design. I'm sure there'll be something special about it. And also, it is a fair point that, yes, Apple is late to the competition, but when they bring something to the market, it becomes popular, it becomes the standard. And so I can see Apple taking their sweet time with this because, simply put, foldables probably won't become a thing to the general public till Apple makes their own, and so they can take as long as they want really, and we just have to sit here and wait in envy as the Samsung boys open up their Galaxy Z Fold 3 with all kinds of cool tech. That's gonna be hard, and I am pretty sad about that. So yeah, there's that. But tell me in the comments below, would you buy an iPhone Flip when it comes out eventually in 2025? And on that note, I'll end it here. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Click that bell notification for the latest Apple news and rumors. Check out a video here in the icon above about the M1X and some possible leaked specs. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya, peeps.